Hi friends, today we will learn about the some topics in fundamentals of electricity. We can recall the all the matter we discussed in the previous classes. Recap. In the previous periods, we have discussed define electric power, formula for power, units for power in various aspects, electrical energy in various aspects of units, typical power ratings of home appliances, problems on energy and power consumption point of view. Today we will discuss some more important topics of fundamentals of electricity. On being completion of this topic, you would be able to know merits of CFL and LED lamps over incandescent lamps and thermal efficiency, practical applications of electrical heating like water heater, electric iron, and some of the practical applications of electric heating. Now we will learn about the merits of CFL lamps over incandescent lamps. First of all, we will learn the merits of CFL and LED lamps. Generally, CFL means compact fluorescent lamp and LED means light emitting diode lamps. A composite A compact fluorescent lamp gives the same amount of light as compared to incandescent lamps but with low power consumption, typically 1/5 and longer rated life, 6 to 10 times, 8000 hours also. Next to it, we have merits of LED lamps over CFL lamps. The LED, that is light emitting diode lamps, have the following merits over CFL and incandescent lamps: less power consumption, more light output, longer lifetime, no wastage of light, high efficiency. Unlike CFL turns on instantly, no warm up period, no heat produced, a low voltage power supply insufficient for LED illumination, mercury free, high durability. These are the merits of LED lamps over incandescent and CFL lamps. Now we learn about the thermal efficiency definition. It is defined as the ratio of heat actually utilized to the total heat produced electrically. That is, it is denoted by the symbol eta. Eta thermal equal to heat utilized to the heat produced. That is ratio of heat utilized to the total heat produced electrically. Heat produced by the heating device H equal to VIT by J calories. Heat utilized equal to VIT and heat produced in joules. VIT by J calories. Thermal efficiency eta equal to heat utilized by heat produced. Heat produced can be given by H equal to VIT by J calories. Now the heat absorbed by water equal to m into S into theta 2 minus theta 1, where m equal to mass of the body, S equal to the specific heat of the body, theta 2 minus theta 1 equal to rise of temperature. These are the heat absorbed by the water quantities, that is ms into theta 2 minus theta 1. Here we are giving some appliances which produces heat energy. First one is iron box, second one immersion water heater, third one electrical stove or electric stove. Main common feature in these pictures is they all convert electrical energy into heat energy. Okay. Heating effects of electric current, that is applications. Incandescent lamps or metal filament lamp, electric kettle, electric cooker. These are the heating effects of electric lamp. Next, electric iron, space heaters, geysers. Now we will learn each and every topic of electric heating, that is applications of electric heating. First of all, we will learn about the geyser. What are the parts of geyser? Geyser has overflow channel, cold water depictor or beaker, heating element, hot water outlet, thermostat, glass wool, cold water inlet, cistern, vent pipe, ball valve. Okay, these are the several parts in the geyser. We will learn each and every part in this. First of all, geyser is used to heat large quantity of water. It consists of metallic tank made of either copper sheet coated with tin on its inner surface or steel sheet coated with nickel or chromium. Surrounding this, there is another tank with a space between them. Generally, geysers are mainly used for heating of large quantity of water. Okay, in these geysers, here we take a metallic tank made up of copper sheet which is coated with tin on its inner surface, and or it may be made up of steel sheet coated with nickel or chromium. Okay, it is surrounded by another tank which has a small space between the two tanks. Next to this, the gap in between these two tanks is filled with glass wool to prevent the heat being dissipated to the outside atmosphere. In the base of the inner tank, a heating element is mounted by means of nuts and is insulated from tank. See, base of the inner tank, that beaker is placed in another tank, no? That base tank has a heating element which is mounted by means of a nut. It is stable with the help of a nuts and insulated from the tank also. Generally, this immersion tubular type of or totally closed type heating element are used. In these geysers, immersion tubular type or totally closed type heating elements are variably used. Next, to control the temperature of water, there is bimetallic strip type thermostat marked with various temperatures ranges on it. See, for stabilizing the temperature, we are using a bimetallic strip type thermostat marked with various temperature ranges on it. The thermostat is enclosed in a hollow metallic pipe. The top of it is closed because the amount of heat energy not to be liberated or dissipated from the tank. It is mounted on the same base as the heating element is beside it. This whole setup is mounted on the same base as the heater element is beside to it, so that amount of energy, that is heat energy, is does not goes out from the tank which is inside the another tank. The heating element and the thermostat are interconnected to each other by means of electrical nature. Supply leads are brought from bottom plate of the geyser. At the top, there is cold water inlet connected to the top. At the top, a inlet is used for pouring cold water into the beaker which is placed inside the tank. At the top, there is a cold water inlet connected to the top. The flow of water inside the geyser is controlled by a float arrangement. In this, water arrangement is controlled by a float arrangement which is inside the tank or beaker. The gap is filled with glass wool to prevent the heat being dissipated to the outside atmosphere. Outside atmosphere is different from inside atmosphere because a glass wool is present in between the two tanks for being dissipated the heat from the inside to outside, outside to inside. In the base of the inner tank, a heating element is mounted by means of nuts and is insulated from tank. This inner tank is mounted with the help of nuts. Generally, immersion, tubular type or totally closed type heating elements are used in this. And there is a hot water outlet. When the water gets heated, it gets come out from the hot water outlet. A vent pipe is introduced in the hot water tank to make the gases and pressure get released through it. When we heat the water, it gets some amount of steam energy or heat energy released from the geyser. That energy is went out from the vent pipe. That arrangement also done in this geyser. Next, with the help of geyser, a continuous supply of hot water at desired temperature can be obtained. With this, a continuous supply of hot water as desired temperature can be obtained with the help of the geyser. These are the major parts inside the geyser and working and functioning of the geyser. Next to this, we will learn about the electric iron. What are the inputs, outputs, and the whereabouts of the electric iron we can know in this section. There are different parts of the electric iron. First one, a sole plate. Second one, iron case. Third one, handle. In between the soil plate and the iron case, there exists a heating element, and cast iron pressure plate is present on it. Total complete structure of heating or electric iron is also shown in this figure. Now we will learn about the parts of the electric iron. The basic principle of electric iron is to convert the electric energy into heat energy with which the clothes will be pressed. It has a chromium coated flat bottom surface. It has a chromium coated flat bottom surface. It receives heat from the heating element and is used to press on the clothes with the help of the iron. Next to this, heating element is made up of nichrome strip or wire placed in between the two mica sheets. It is placed over the base plate to transfer the heat. This mica or nichrome strip is placed over the base of the plate to transfer the heat from the sole plate to the upper plate. It is placed over the heating element. It prevents the flow of current to the upper portion. Asbestos sheet is placed over the heating element. It prevents the heat not to flow from down part to the upper part. Next to that pressure plate, it is made up of cast iron. It clamps the heating element to the sole plate. The pressure plate connects the heating element to the sole plate for preventing the pressure. Next one, electric iron. Electric iron also consists a heat plate to fix the terminals, a top cover to hide all parts. The handle is usually made of ebonite. Also. Next to that, we learn about the incandescent lamp, which are the practical applications of electric heating. In this, the parts of the incandescent lamp is contact plates, pins for fitting in folder, brass or aluminum collar, glass seal, leads, glass stem, evacuated glass bulb, coiled coil filament of tungsten. These are the various parts of incandescent lamp. Next, the ends of leads coming from the stem are attached with the tungsten filament, which is usually a coiled coil. Tungsten has a high melting point of 3600 degrees Celsius. The bulb is highly evacuated in order to prevent the filament from getting oxidized in presence of air at which temperature produced. Generally, these lamps have some amount of gas present inside the glass item. In this glass item, a glass stem present which produces a filament of heat energy which converts the electric energy into heat energy into the light energy, which produces the light. The operation of incandescent lamp. When current passed through the filament of the bulb, first becomes red hot, then white at the temperature of about 2700 degrees Celsius and starts giving bright light. As we know that when current passes through the filament of the bulb, first it becomes a red hot, then white at the temperature of about 2700 degrees Celsius. The light gets from the incandescent lamp at a temperature of 2700 degrees Celsius and gives us a bright light from the bulb. Next to this, we learn about the another practical application of electric heating, that is electric kettle. It has various parts. First part is sprout, top lid, heating element, asbestos sheet, socket and supply, insulated handle. These are the various parts of electric kettle. And now we learn about the description of electric kettle. A electric kettle is made up of container made of steel or some other metal. It has two chambers, upper chamber and lower chamber. Upper chamber is for filling with water. It has two chambers. One chamber is filled with water and another chamber is known as lower chamber, and it is filled or it contains the filament which heats the upper chamber. The handle is insulated to protect from shock. The heating element may be tube type. Heating element is a nichrome wire embedded between two mica sheets. Heating element is a nichrome wire embedded between two mica sheets. These are the various parts description of the electric kettle. Next to this, if at the bottom there is asbestos sheet to prevent the heat from going to the bottom and giving an insulation to the kettle. In the electric iron concept, the heat energy does not goes to the upper, but in this electrical kettle concept, heat energy must not go to the down. It must goes to the upper chamber only. The ends of the heating element are connected to the two terminal pins of socket, well insulated from the body of the kettle. From this socket, electric supply can be plugged. From this socket, electric supply can be plugged. By this plugging of electric supply or socket of electric supply in the electric board, we have energy energy from the heating element heats the upper chamber material. Next to this, we learn about the electric cooker. Heating element, it has various parts. First one, heating element, porcelain base, socket or socket for supply. These are the various parts for electric cooker. Description: electric cooker is used to cook food. We know that the main agenda of electric cooker is to cook food. It consists of heating element mounted over porcelain base as shown. It consists of heating element mounted over porcelain base. We already learned that electric cooker consists of porcelain base. In this porcelain base, a heating element is also present. Leads are brought out through the two terminals from a socket where the electric supply can be plugged in. The ends of the heating elements is connected into a two terminals of the socket where electric supply can be plugged in it. A base of mild steel sheet is based or made to house the porcelain place on it. Here we are using on the porcelain base a mild steel sheet for placing the heating element over it. The porcelain plate has grooves in it. It contains the heating element over it. These grooves are projected at the corners. At the corners we have grooves. These are projected on the corners for getting the heat energy. The heating element is made up of nichrome wire, nichrome element. The element in this shape of the coil and is arranged in the cooker plate. See this, the heating element is made up of nichrome and it is in a different shape and is arranged over the cooker plate or the porcelain base. Next to this we learn about the space heater. In this space heater we have reflector, end connectors, porcelain, that is porcelain or china clay rods wounded with nichrome wire. Last but not the least, a stand. These space heaters are used for the warming sensation of the room, because in other countries the weather is always cool. For getting the room to be hot, they are using these type of space heaters. It is one of the best example or applications of electric heating. It makes the room heat throughout the day. Space heater is used to keep room atmosphere warm during severe cold season. See, as I told that it is used to keep room atmosphere warm during severe cold seasons. It consists of two units. First one is heating unit, second one reflector unit. It has two units, one heating unit and the second one is reflector unit. It consists of porcelain or china clay bars over which fine nichrome wire wound. This space heater consists of porcelain or china clay bars, that is iron rod shaped structures. For these structures, a iron or nichrome wire is wounded. These bars are housed in end connectors filled inside the rectangular box. These rods are placed in a rectangular box. The back of the box is concave shaped or inner surface is chromium plated to reflect heat, which is called reflector. See, I am repeating once. The back of the box is a concave shape. The box back shape is a concave shaped and inner surface is chromium plated to reflect heat from the heating part, and it is also called reflector. As we already know that there are two parts in this space heater. First one reflector unit, second one heating unit. Heating unit generates the heat and reflector unit emits the heat from the heating unit. Next to this, the space heaters are available with number of rods. They can be either used simultaneously or individually. It controls the heat by means of a switch or a thermostat. In this, heat energy can be controlled by means of a switch or a thermostat material. Next to this, we are using a infrared lamp. The picture of infrared lamp is also shown in the PPT. It consists of a tungsten filament lamp. The heat or radiation produced by the heating element are passed through red colored infrared filter made up of silicon. The various parts of infrared are tungsten filament and a red colored infrared filter made up of silicon. Okay, when we heat the tungsten filament, some energy will pass us through the red colored infrared filter, which is made up of silicon, and emits the light through the infrared lamp. The filter emits heat radiation at the frequency of infrared radiations. These radiations can be focused on a point by means of adjustment provided. These radiations can be focused on a point by means of adjustments provided. The infrared radiations are used in the medical field for treatment of pains or sprains in the human body or nervous disorder. The main applications of infrared lamp is these radiations are used in medical applications for the treatment of pains or sprains in the human body or nervous disorder for healing of it. The main summary or in this lesson we learn about the heating effects of electric current applications like electric geysers. When current passes through the heating element, it produces heat. Heat produced in is utilized to heat the water. Next to this, we learned the different heating effects of electric current applications. Incandescent lamp, that is, when current passes through the heating element, heat will be produced which is converted into light energy in incandescent lamp. Electric kettle, when current passes through the heating element, heat will be produced which is usually utilized to boil the water in electric kettle. And the electric cooker, when current passes through the heating element, heat will be produced which is utilized to cook the food. Space heater, when current passes through the heating element, heat will be produced which is utilized to keep the room atmosphere warm. Next, electric iron and infrared lamp utilizes heating effect of electric current. When current passes through the heating element, heat will be produced which is utilized to press the cloths. In iron, the infrared radiations are used in medical field. Next, here we are providing a quiz which you learnt in the previous sections can be judged or learned in these concepts also. Thermal efficiency is heat. There are options are there. Heat utilized to the heat produced. Second option, heat produced to the heat utilized. Third option, heat input to the heat output. Generally, thermal efficiency is defined as the ratio of heat utilized to the heat produced, that is PIT by J in calories. That is, first one is the answer, that is thermal efficiency is heat utilized by heat produced by the body. Second quiz, heat produced by heating device is, that is options VIG by T. Third one, second one BIT by J. Third one VT by IJ. Fourth one VIJT. These are the four options corresponding to heat produced by heating device, that is VIG IT by J. That is B is the option for the second quiz. Third one, heat absorbed by the water. H equal to, options are H equal to ms into theta 2 minus theta 1, H equal to m by s into theta 2 minus theta 1, H equal to bit by j, and last one is none. By viewing this, choose the correct answers. We recall that heat absorbed by the water is H equal to m into s into theta 2 minus theta 1. H is the heat absorbed by the water, m is the mass of the body, s is the specific gravity of the water, theta 2 minus theta 1 is the difference of the temperatures. Next, fourth quiz is, geyser is used in, options are heat the water, cool the water, none of the above. We already know that geyser is used to heat the water. A is the option for the fourth quiz. Next one, the heater element in cooker is made of A. nichrome, B. copper, C. tungsten, D. nickel. These are the four options corresponding to fifth one. That is, the heater element in cooker is made up of nichrome. A is the option for fifth one. Next, the space heater is used to keep the room at temperature. That is, options are A. room temperature, B. below room temperature, C. above room temperature, D. none of the above. These are the four options corresponding to the question given in quiz. That is, space heater is used to keep at the room at atmosphere, that is at room temperature. A. Answer for sixth one is A. Next one, the pressure plate in an electric iron is made up of. The pressure plate in an electric iron is made up of aluminium. A. aluminium, B. steel, C. silicon, D. cast iron. Answer for this is, that is A. aluminium. Eighth question is, in infrared lamp, the filter is made up of A. aluminium, B. silicon, C. copper, D. none of the above. The answers for the eighth question is, it is in infrared lamp, the filter is made up of silicon. Generally, what are the frequently asked questions in exams? They are, first one, mention the merits of CFL and LED lamps over incandescent lamps from power consumption point of view. Second one, define thermal efficiency. Third one, mention the practical applications of electric heating like water heater, electric iron, etc. These are the main frequently asked questions in this PPT we learn. Okay, let us learn about the glance of the frequently and the concepts of fundamental electricity. Okay, let us get a brief idea on the review of the topics we learn now. The review of the CFL and LED lamps. First of all, we must know the abbreviations of the CFL and LED. That is, CFL means compact fluorescent lamp, LED means light emitting diode. The various lamps or lights we used in our day-to-day life are CFL, LED, incandescent lamps and fluorescent bulbs. Okay, for knowing the heat concepts, we learn about the thermal efficiency as well as the practical applications of electric heating. Also, we learn with the help of some applications like water heater, electric iron, electric bulb, space heater, infrared lamp, electric cooker. Okay, some brief idea of the merits of CFL and LED lamps. Mostly we used CFL bulbs or lamps because they have low power consumption and longer rated life. These are the main merits of CFL lamps over the incandescent lamps and LED lamps. As well as the merits of LED lamps over CFL lamps. That is, first one, it also has less power consumption, more light output, longer lifetime, no wastage of light, high efficiency, no heat produced, a low voltage power supply is sufficient, mercury free light, high durability and a longer lasting time. Next to that, we have learned about the thermal efficiency definition. It is denoted by the letter eta, that is eta thermal, and the units of thermal efficiency are calories. Heat produced by the heating device is given by VIT by J calories. Next to that, the heating concept for the observer of water is ms into theta 2 minus theta 1, that is m equal to mass of the body, s equal to specific heat of the body, theta 2 minus theta 1, that is the rise of temperature or the difference in temperature. Most important concept is definition of thermal efficiency and the merits of CFL lamps over the LED lamps. These are the frequently asked questions, and some other are the maximum the questions regarding the heating effects of the electric current as well as the applications of electric current also. Generally practical applications are iron box, immersion water heater, electric stove, electric cooker, electric kettle. Next, incandescent lamps or metal filament lamp or electric bulb. Okay. Another concepts are electric iron, space heater, geyser. Mostly we have in our topics there only geysers as well as the electric iron. Other parts are the for your knowledge purpose only. We already learned about the parts of the geyser, operation and functioning with the help of the diagram. This is the diagram. We derive different concepts regarding this. Main concept in geyser is the electrical energy is converted into the heat energy. Next concept is electric energy is also converted into the heat energy with the help of electric iron. We learn about the parts of the electric iron and description of the electric iron as well as the functioning of the electric iron. Next to this, we learn about the incandescent lamp, parts of the incandescent lamps, usage and description and working of incandescent lamp also. Next to this, we learn the electric kettle concept, various parts of electric kettle, do's and don'ts of electric kettle, description and working functioning of electric kettle also. Next one is electric cooker, parts of electric cooker, working and functioning of electric cooker also. Next one, space heater. With this we learn about the parts of space heater. These space heaters generally used for making room temperature stable with the help of the heating of nichrome wire which is mounted on the rods, iron rods. It also converts electric energy into heat energy. Last but not the least, infrared lamp. It also used in the medical purpose for getting out the pains and strains present in our body. It also converts electric energy into heat energy into the light energy also. Okay, these are the various concepts we learn in today's class. Okay, hope you learn some part of the lesson. If any doubts, please feel free consider my topics. If you have any doubt, please free to ask me in my WhatsApp. Okay, thank you for patiently listening my class today. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for listening my class.